Jack had loose skin on his face, but he was convinced he was the most handsome guy alive. Every morning when his alarm went off, he'd first smooth his face back into place, then he'd stand in front of the mirror. Lost in admiration of himself, he'd gently stroke his features, firmly believing he was the best-looking man in the world. He'd stare at himself for a whole hour before reluctantly leaving the bathroom. After getting dressed, he'd head to work. On the subway, a kid stared at him. Jack thought the kid was admiring him, so he quickly turned his head. At the office, when he greeted his colleagues, the women blushed and smiled shyly, but Jack believed they were not worthy of his attention. After work, a colleague invited him out for drinks. Jack assumed a boss-like posture, pointing fingers and giving orders. But just as he was about to take a sip of his drink, a colleague intentionally knocked his glass over. The person didn't apologize. Instead, they laughed at him, stripping him of his dignity. Angry, Jack went to the bathroom, wiped his lips with a napkin, and decided he wasn't going to let these ugly people bother him. Drunk, Jack went home, tied his face skin back into place, and curled up on the couch to watch TV. He noticed a model on the screen, who was plain-looking but surrounded by admiration. It made him wonder, was it only ugly people who could find love? After much internal struggle, he grabbed a needle and thread, along with a stapler, and went to the bathroom to fix his skin back in place. It hurt, but he didn't give up. Later, Jack went to a bar, found a seat, and noticed a woman across from him stealing curious glances. He discreetly tugged at his thread, giving her a smile. The woman shyly turned away. He realized then, no matter how much he tried to look ugly, his natural handsomeness couldn't be hidden. With this newfound clarity, he yanked the threads off his face, went home, and stood in front of the mirror. He started talking to the reflection of himself. Would you fall in love with Jack?